We are about to go meet a dog at our local shelter. This dog is suffering from very advanced heartworms, so bad that he can't be treated for his heartworms, and the veterinarians feel that it's also unsafe to sedate him even for a neuter. He has started going into heart failure. So unfortunately, they are looking for a hospice or a foster hospice to take care of him. I offered to go meet him because our household is pretty experienced in dealing with animals with behavior and or medical conditions, although our preference is to work with animals with medical conditions since we already have several dogs with behavior conditions in our house. I'm not sure how old this dog is. He looks pretty young. He doesn't look to be of a senior age, which is generally considered 7 years or older. He's a large dog. I suspect a pit bull mix. But the good news is he gets along with dogs, and the current reports are that he gets along with people. However, when he came into the shelter, it was suspected that he had had a really rough past, and he did display some aggressive behavior towards people. So, since our household includes 4 dogs, 3 adults, and 2 children, we are going to go meet him and see if he is going to be a good fit for our family. But we want to make sure that we are providing him with a comfortable, safe place, and that we are only bringing an animal if it's going to be comfortable and safe in our house. Because of his advanced heartworm disease, he cannot increase his heart rate due to excitement of any nature, excitement, frustration, aggression, whatever the case may be. So he's just looking for a place where he can be calm and relaxed for the rest of his days. Are you wondering if we took him home? We didn't. Benny displayed some fear behaviors. Like here, when I pet him, his tail stops moving completely and he becomes really still. That was only concerning to me because when he saw people he knew, his tail was wagging pretty loosely. This person he has seen for several weeks, every weekend. Benny also stayed away from us and mostly at the front of the gate. That could be some kennel stress, but he didn't show a whole lot of interest in me. when I knelt down and offered to give him a treat or some attention, he made some direct eye contact and then went to my side to sniff me. I was going to try to leash him, but when I did, he gave me some eye contact that made me a little wary, so I felt it was probably best to stand up to keep myself safe. I didn't want to put any pressure on the leash, so I went ahead and let it go. But this is where I became the most nervous. His tail was down, and still I was going to make him a little nervous, so I gave him a treat, but he becomes pretty wary of my hands here, and I'll show you what I mean. I was dropping the leash down to get his front leg through because pulling on the leash causes him to potentially pass out because of his health condition. But when I used my other hand to try to reposition the leash, you can see his lips quivering, what I would refer to as a snarl or an antagonistic pucker. So it was that point that I was pretty much done with my assessment for the day. So a takeaway here is you can't force a relationship with an animal that needs to build trust. It's up to the animal to decide when they're ready to move forward. And forcing a dog that has shown clear warning signs that they are uncomfortable, especially a dog with a history of defensively biting, is only going to end in disaster. It's not safe for me to do that. It's not healthy or helpful for him to do that. And as a trainer, behavior specialist, and a volunteer for this organization, it is my responsibility and my duty to make sure these animals are cared for in the best way possible. So if I were to go in and push that dog and make him feel uncomfortable for my own benefit of wanting him to do what I want to do, then I'm only causing more problems and more damage. So we'll keep going back to get to know this dog and see if we can build up some trust and hopefully see him into a home for the last of his days. His story's not over yet, so if you want more information about him or us, click subscribe. We'll post videos every Saturday.